Hello everyone, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. So last episode, a lot of emotions, Arcuade, gone, I don't know what happened to Shiki yet. CL was pretty much fine, right, by the end, but we're gonna see. So anyways, let us continue. Day 15, Midnight Rainbow. This is the last day? Seems like it. It's the perfect day for a walk. Not a single blemish marks the cloudless sky. Glittering sunlight graces the world from beyond the mountains on the horizon. The purest definition of an azure sky. I stop to rest at my usual bench near the plaza. On the bench behind me sits a stranger, quietly reading a book. I nearly mistook him for part of the scenery, so natural was his presence. Clad in priest's robes, he looks as if he might have been sitting there flicking through those pages for centuries on end.
こんにちは。いい天気ですね。
Having been brought together under such a brilliant sky, it's only common courtesy that I greet him.
ええ、いい天気です。晴れた日は日差しが強すぎて目が疲れるのが困りものですが、太陽の匂いはやはりいい。部屋にこもっていると忘れがちな万人に平等に与えられた自然の恩恵というやつですね。
The priest laughs really as he flips through the pages. Despite abject coldness in his voice, his manner is gentle and personable. Strangely, no matter how intently I peer at him, I can't make out his face. I can't discern the man he was, nor the features he once had. It's like looking at a picture taken out of focus.
じゃあ、これから例の城に。
On a whim, I decide to strike up a conversation. The priest nods, looking somewhat bashful.
どうして転生なんかを。一個体として生き続けた方が簡単だし、何より人に迷惑をかけないでしょうに。
I mean, based on the voice, this is Shiki, but yeah, who is he talking to?
それでは限界にたどり着くからですよ。人間の知覚、全能への道には果てがない。どれほどの超越者になろうと、上には上がいる。私は完全なものを理解しようと考えた。永遠なるものの背中に手をかけようと試みた。であれば、己に支払えるものは全て支払うべきでしょう。一を捨て、十を得る。初期衝動を薪にし、自分自身を灰にしても、私だったものが目指した人間の意味を証明すると決めたのです。
I don't know what the meaning of human life might be. All I know is that it is nothing so noble or sublime. What lies at the end of the world, at the furthest flung reaches of humanity's future? All feel that curiosity as a child, but while most lose it as they grow, he has held on to it his whole life long. The wind must have picked up. Clouds gather overhead, dimming the sunlight that bathed the plaza. I still can't make out the priest's face, let alone the expression he is wearing.
天気が崩れてきましたね。 俺は帰りますけど、あなたは？
私に帰り道はありません。片道切符というやつです。それもここで終点のようですが。
I hear no sadness in his voice. He sounds neither fulfilled nor disappointed. The sun starts to sink below the horizon. Soon it will be twilight. I stand up and set off home. I don't feel like looking back, nor do I need to.
ですが一つ、言葉を残しましょう。夜に虹がかかることはない。確かにその通りです。本来、それはありえないことですからね。ですが、ありえないこととは、まだ誰も成し遂げていないということでもある。もし君が未踏の航路に旅立つのなら、忘れないことです。この世界に起こり得ないことはありません。あなたの人生において、己のすべてを支払う好機に出会えるのなら、どんな闇の中であろうと、虹をかけるくらいはできるでしょ
う。The man in the priest's robes is gone. All that remains on the bench is a weathered old book. With a flutter, the pages scatter to the wind. They disappear without a trace, lost at the end of this world. And we are in the hospital? I wake to the familiar sterile scent of a hospital.
生きてる。
My chest rises and falls in rhythm with my breathing. A soothing breeze blows in through the open window. Yellow curtains sway gently in the wind. Outside, the sky is stunning shade of bright blue. The warmth in the air feels like early spring.
生きてる。俺。
Murmuring to myself in disbelief, I glance around the room. There is no one here but me. I'm lying flat on the bed, an IV stuck into my right arm. My chest is swathed in bandages. I remove the needle from my arm and peel the bandages away. Surprisingly, there is not much to see beneath them. No scar, not even any blood, just unblemished skin. I cock my head in confusion. If this is what were the bandages for. Oh, why is he small again? I turn to face the open door. A child I don't recognize stares at me from the hospital's empty hallway. Before I can call out to him, he turns and walks away. What on earth was that about?
Nanika.
I'm forgetting something.
ターナー入るぞ。
Suddenly, Arihiko barges in, filling the void the strange child left.
ま、今日ははっきり目が覚めてんな。結構結構。
Grinning brightly, he makes his way to my side of my bed.
アリヒコ、お前何してるんだ？
はあ？何って、遠野の見舞いに来てやってんですよ。昨日と同じ質問しやがって。まだ寝ぼけてんのかお前は。
見舞いって誰の？
あのな、そりゃ1ヶ月も面会謝絶になってりゃいろいろだるいだろうが、昨日と同じことばっかり聞くなよな。自分のことなんだから医者に散々説明されたんじゃなかったのか？
Wait, so he's been in the hospital for a month? Arihiko plops himself down on the bedside chair with a sigh. Now that he mentions it, I do vaguely recall that. I think I remember the doctor warning me yesterday. Congratulations on your recovery. However, your body is still rather stiff, so you'll need to take it easy for a while. Only fragments of the interaction remain in my memory, probably because of the anesthesia.
おーい、いい加減起きやがれ。寝ぼけるのもここまでですよ。お前さん、ここんとこずっと入院してたんだっつーの。
ああ、まあそれはなんとなくわかるけど。
I can't remember what put me in here. Wasn't I just... He remembers now.
まだ本人の認識が追いついていないとか医者は言ってたからな。まあしゃあね。医者にあれこれ説明されるより俺が教えてやった方がフレンドリーってもんだろ。
Arihiko crosses his arms, then sternly meets my eyes.
もう1ヶ月近く前の話。お前、学校のグラウンドで倒れてたんだってよ。
グラウンド。
How strange. That almost sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it.
3年の先輩が朝一番で見つけたらしいぜ。夜明け前だったそうだから、遠野は夜のうちに倒れたんじゃないかって言われてるけど、どうなんだ？
いや、どうなんだって言われても。そもそもグラウンドに寄りつく理由ないぞ、俺。
そりゃ部活もやってねえしね。つーか夜にグラウンドでやることなんてロック活動以外ないしな。遠野くんったら屋敷の生活でストレス溜まっちゃってたんじゃないの
Arihiko lets out a loud guffaw.
真相はなんであれ、遠野が倒れていたわけだ。いつもの貧血ってことで保健室に運ばれたんだが、これが一向に目を覚まさない。仕方ないんで遠野ん家に連絡して、そのまま病院に担ぎ込まれたんだよ。それから1ヶ月近く、お前さんは昏睡状態だったんだぜ。
1ヶ月も昏睡状態って、それって普通。
ああ、医者の方もサジを投げてたらしい。昏睡が1週間も続けば立派な植物人間だからな。俺も昨日お前が目を覚まして「よアリヒコ腹減ったから飯」なんてほざいた時は心臓止まるかと思った。心筋梗塞のバトンタッチかっつうの。
His laughter sounds both playful and deadly serious.
ま、遠野はいつくたばってもおかしくないやつだったからな。俺は半ば悟りの心境でずっとお眠だろうと思ってた分、余計にびっくりしたのだ。
お前な、人がそんな状態だったっていうのに随分なことを言ってくれるじゃないか。
いいじゃん、ちゃんと回復したんだから。だいたいお前が光合成してた時はすごかったんだぞ。回復する見込みもないのにアキラちゃんは毎日見舞いに来て、同じく先輩も毎日来るもんだから、もう居づらいのなんのって。薬局で胃腸薬買ってくるの日課になったからね、俺。
Arihiko flashes me with a rewards card from a chain pharmacy. Sure enough, he's got 30 days worth of points. Wait, what did he say?
待てアリヒコ、そのアキハちゃんって何？
Is he trying to get himself killed?
アキハちゃんはアキハちゃんだ。遠野の妹さんで、ここで顔を合わすたびに俺たちは親密な関係になったりならなかったり。
そうか、あいつ見舞いに来てたのか。そして親密な関係にはならなかったのか。
ねえ、なんでそういうことだけ明確にわかるのお前。
It's weird, but I didn't even remember Akiha until after Arihiko mentioned her. Honestly, like, yeah, there's no Akiha route in this game, if I'm correct. They said her route is gonna be in the sequel. So yeah, I actually want to learn more about her, their history, I guess, for the Tono family itself. But we're gonna have to wait, I guess. It's like everything outside this room had disappeared. At least it seems like I'll remember things with prompting, so not all hope is lost. But it does feel strange, like my thoughts are wrapped in gauze.
しかしそれは本当ご苦労様だったな、アリヒコ。アキハのやつ割ときついだろ。時々厳しいことを言ってくるだろうけど、多めに見てやってくれ。
割と時々すごいな、遠野。俺は今ほどお前を大物だと思ったことはないぞ。
Arihiko folds his arms and laughs heartily, though I'm not sure if it's happiness or exhaustion I hear. It's the same as always with him. I'm still totally disoriented, but his endless cheer calms me down. I let out a deep breath as I sink into the bed sheets.
おっと、そろそろ診察の時間か。それじゃまたな。先輩も連れてこようとしたんだけど、学校で会うからいいって来なかったんだよ。
先輩。
今まで毎日来てたんだぜ。
Okay, I actually thought he forgot about CL again because he said earlier, a third year, right? He didn't say any name, but he mentioned CL now, so he has his memories of her.
なのにお前と来たら、昨日来てすぐ先輩に抱きついちまってさ。先輩、もう病院には行きませんってへそ曲げちまったんだよ。先輩怒ってたからな。言い訳ぐらい考えとけよ。
先輩。
There's something there that I'm forgetting. I only know one person that could be. I know her name, her face, who she is, and yet it feels like I shouldn't think too deeply about her. My thoughts are clouded. Probably because I was out of commission for a month, or because it's still a struggle just to move. But I can't help but feel that there's something missing. Something I shouldn't know. Something I shouldn't remember, even if by chance. Something deeply and terribly sad lurking just beneath the surface. And that's not the only thing that feels off. I know this is a hospital room, but if my memory serves me correctly, this hospital shut down 7 years ago. Why, so this is not real? Okay. What is exactly happening right now? I returned to the mansion the next day. Though it's technically a homecoming, it feels like my first time arriving. Must be because I was asleep for so long. So he went straight here, rather than inside. Walking through the woods behind the mansion, I stumble upon a strange place. I never knew this even existed. Who would have thought there was a building like this so deep in the woods? A noise comes from behind me. I spin around and there he is. Okay, the kid again. The Shiki kid. That same unfamiliar child clad in a kimono and staring idly into space. I wonder if he's lost. He has an otherworldly look to him, like he could be a phantom of a ghost. And there's something on his chest. A terrible, horrific scar scored across his bare skin.
四季さん、何をしていらっしゃるんです？
琥珀さん。
It's obviously Kohaku, but for whatever reason, another name came to mind first.
はい、四季さんをお迎えに上がりました。玄関で待っていたんですけど、四季さんたら森の方に歩いて行ってしまうんですもの。私、なんか驚いちゃいました。
She wears her usual cheerful smile.
いや、ちょっと寄り道したくなって。琥珀さん、さっきの子はどこの子？
はい？子供って何のことですか？
It seems Kohaku didn't see him.
いや、見なかったならいいんだ。屋敷に行こうか。秋葉のやつ待ってるんだろ。
ええ、明葉様は何もおっしゃりませんけど、今朝はずっと執務室でぐるぐると歩き回っていらっしゃるんです。
そっか。そりゃ早く行かないと、どんな文句を言われるかわからないな。
はい、急ぎましょう、四季さん。
Kohaku takes my hand in hers and together we run back to the mansion. But as we leave, urged by something unseen, I take one look or last look at the building. Am I hallucinating? The child's gaze bores a hole in my back, his eyes filled with words yet unspoken. Like a plane landing uneventfully at its destination, I returned to my old life. Back at the mansion, Akiha gently scolds me. Hisui wakes me in the mornings and Kohaku serves me breakfast before I leave for school. Honestly, let me look at this. Midnight Rainbow. There's a lot that we saw last time, right? Okay. But it still feels like something is missing. I feel sad for no reason. So terribly, terribly sad, like I might burst into tears without any provocation. Still clueless as to the reason for my sadness, I arrive at school, where everything is the same as usual. Ordinary, peaceful school.
よっ、おはようさん。もう学校に来ていいんだ、お前。
Arihiko breezily greets me.
あとしばらくはリハビリだって聞いたけどな。そっか。そんなに無理して学校に来るっていうことは、やっぱりそういうことですか。
He flashes me a meaningful grin.
そうだよな。あと2ヶ月ちょいで卒業式だもんな。一緒にいられるのもあと少しってわけだ。
わからないな。一緒にいられるって誰とだよ。
誰とって、そりゃお前。
I'm dangerously close to running into whatever it is I shouldn't know. Arihiko stops mid-sentence. The light tapping of footsteps rings through the hall. And there, under the bright morning sun, she appears before me.
おはようございます。今日もいい天気ですね、遠野くん。
She smiles just like she always has. And I finally remember the girl who's eluded my thoughts ever since I awoke.
先輩。
My breath stops. I wipe the tears from my eyes before she notices. I don't get it. I really don't. But seeing her smile makes me indescribably sad.
遠野くん？おはようございます。ですよ。
おはよう先輩。
I return her greeting with an awkward wave. CL cocks her head, seeming unconvinced.
もう、せっかく退院できたのに元気がないです。私、元通りになった遠野くんに会えると聞いて楽しみにしてたのに。
楽しみにしてた。
Why can I remember? I am not sure exactly what, but I shared something very important with this girl. All I remember is that she's my upperclassman, that she got along with me and Arihiko, and that the three of us would often hang during lunch and eat a lot of curry. That's it. I can't remember anything else. There's a carefully cut hole in my memories, like my mind excites something for being too sad and too painful.
もう、遠野くんったら約束を忘れたんですか？
She stares at me disappointedly. A promise. A promise. An important promise.
ほら、今度3人で遊びに行こうって言ってくれたじゃないですか。遠野くんはその前日に倒れて病院に運ばれちゃいましたけど。
As trivial as it sounds to me, she really does look like she was looking forward to it. So I cease to care about anything else.
そうだね。そういえばそうだった。
はい今度は忘れないでくださいね遠野くん。
いや、今度こそ忘れていいぞ殿。その時こそ俺は決めにかかるからな。
His words sound so familiar.
ダメです。こんな機会はめったにないんですから、今回だけは3人で行かないと。
CL's voice takes on an uncharacteristically angry edge.
そんなことないですって。俺たちまだ学生なんだから遊びに行く機会なんていくらでもあるじゃないすか。
確かに遠野くんや乾くんはお暇でしょうけど、私は春から忙しいんです。進学先がちょっと遠いですから、そう簡単にこっちには戻ってこれません。
まあそっか。先輩って確か。
Arihiko swallows his words. I don't understand what they're talking about.
はい、卒業したら海外に留学するんです。一人前のケーキ職人になるのが夢でしたから。
Wait, what? There she goes again, dropping a bombshell like it's nothing. The news comes as such a shock that it feels like the whole world is fading away.
ちょっと待って先輩。留学するってこの町に残ってくれるんじゃなかったんですか？
残りますよ。私の家はこの町にあるんですから、あちらに永住することなんてないです。お父さんをいつまでも一人にしておけないですし。ただお弟子に取ってくれる職人さんは厳しい方ですから、少なくとも3年は帰ってこれないでしょうけど。
What?
けど子供の頃から憧れていたことですから。私が住み込みで働かせていただくお店はですね、王室御用達の職人さんのお店なんです。普通はお弟子を取ってくれないんですけど、筋はいいからすぐに来なさいなんて内定までいただいちゃいました。
CL talks happily of the bright future ahead of her. A comforting what if I've never heard of in my life.
そう。それはよかったけど。
Stop this. I want to say, please. But I hold back the plea from crawling up in my throat.
はい、ありがとうございます。3年は長いですけど、遠野くんなら待っていてくれますよね。
She flashes me a shy smile.
私がいないからって浮気しちゃ嫌ですよ。遠野くんは情にほだされやすいところがありますから、本当は連れて行きたいぐらいなんですけどね。
A sweet sigh passes through her lips.
けどそういうわけにもいきませんよね。遠野くんはまだ学生さんですし、何より明葉さんを言い伏せるなんて1年や2年じゃ絶対無理でしょ。ですから今回は遠野くんを信じて3年間だけ離れることにしたんです。
Right. She trusts me. She trusts that I'll turn out alright without her. That's why.
そういうわけですので、3人で遊びに行けるのは今回が最後かもしれないんです。ですから今度こそ、ちゃんとした思い出を作らせてください。
CL looks truly happy as she says this. Something stirs in my chest, squirming like it wants to rip itself out of my heart.
遠野くん？ どうしました？胸なんか押さえちゃって。
This is not real.
もう傷なんてどこにもないのに。
ですよね。傷跡なんてない方がいいに決まっている。
As unbearable as this sadness is, this is the happiness she wished for me. The bell rings. Homeroom will start soon.
それではお先に失礼します。またお昼休みにお邪魔しに行きますね。
She's always one step ahead. I watch her go. But before she leaves, I have to say goodbye.
先輩のお父さんってどんな人だったんですか？
遠野くん、お父さんを知ってるでしょ？私の家は小さなパン屋さんをやっていて、前に買いに来てくれたじゃないですか。お父さん、遠野くんのことを愉快な青年だって気に入ってくれましたし。
Okay. That's who was Shiki talking to earlier. Yeah, that sounds like it could be right. But I know it isn't. CL, your father's not supposed to be alive. And this is not the life I'm supposed to be living.
遠野くん？
CL calls out to me. The air around us turns cold.
「気づいちゃったんですか、遠野くん。」
Her question is tinged with sadness.
ああ、気がついた。
I nod my eyes, blurry with tears. How nice it would have been to remain blind? Okay. We could have continued to spend our days like this, happy, unhurt, none the wiser.
すごいですね。普通気がつかないものなんですよ、こういうのって。おかしなところとか辻褄が合わないところとか、そんな都合の悪いことはみんな無視しちゃうのに。
そうだね。少しぐらいおかしくても、それが幸せであるのなら無視すればよかった。
そうですよ。そんなことにさえ嘘をつけないなんてほんと正直なんですから。
CL, or rather this woman with CL's face, looks at me with genuine sadness in her eyes. My chest tightens with sorrow for the girl before me. But I know none of this is real. This carefree school life. This version of CL who always lived in Soya. This version of Shikitono without the scars of 7 years ago. This blissful existence devoid of any sadness. A life too good to be true. Sure enough, it's nothing but a dream.
遠野くんはいつもそうですよね。些細なことは見逃してくれるくせに、 本当に見逃してほしいことだけは気がついてしまう。それが、遠野くんのいいところなのかもしれません。でも、今回ぐらいは見逃してくれてもよかったのに。
She doesn't seem to bear a grudge. She couldn't, not with a smile like that.
もうちょっと見ていたかったけど、ここでおしまいですね。あ、消えるのはこちらだけなので心配はいりませんよ。事情とかそういうのを説明できなくてごめんなさい。だってそうすると遠野くんを泣かしてしまいそうなので。
The screen is like blinking, right? Like what is happening?
それは良くないと作動室で怒られちゃいましたからね。どうぞ安心して目を覚ましてください。
どうして。
Head hung low, teeth clenched, I ask her something stupid. Like a spoiled child. She just looks at me with those gentle, patient eyes.
あなたはロアと共に死にました。そのおかげで彼女は人間に戻れました。
And when he died, that girl became human again.
そう、人間らしく自分の意志で自分の欲しいもののために生きていく自由を得たのです。まったく強欲ですよね。そうなった途端、どうしても私には欲しいものができてしまって。ロアの知識も悪いものだけではありませんね。ギャンズの秘跡がこんなことに役立つとは。
どうして。
はい。いろいろと考えたんですけど。一人を生かすためには、一人分の命が必要でしょ？
だから、どうして。
順番の問題ですよ。私は先にたくさんのものをもらいましたから。今度は、私が遠野くんにお返ししないと。
いらない。いらなかった。そんなものより。
I'd rather stay here, where we can spend our days together laughing without a care in the world. She looks so happy to be living this convenient fantasy. This place free of pain or suffering. A world with no great novelty or tragedy, but beautiful in its own way. A simple, mundane life.
先輩にとってかけがえのない夢だったのなら。
So I want to protect it more than anything else.
そうですね。この夢は彼女がずっと忘れていて、ずっと欲しかったものでした。でも、
Stop. Don't say it. Please. Even if it's all over now, I'm begging you.
この先に待つどんな食材より、どんな救いより、私はあなたの幸福が欲しいのです。
I crash into wakefulness. The march of time resumes. I am flying flat on my back against the hard ground. But my head rests on the softness of someone's lap. The moon is still high in the sky. I have only been asleep for a brief moment. Now that Roa is dead, my body is human once more. The hole in my chest has closed. My body has returned to its original state. It goes without saying that this isn't natural. Humans don't just wake up from death. Not unless they or someone else pays a heavy price.
Senpai.
I quietly call out to her. The girl bent over me so tenderly. I trace my fingers down the tear tracks on her cheeks. She doesn't breathe or move or answer. But she looks peaceful. She could almost be alive. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how she did it. But I understand what it means. A boy died. A girl gave her life in its place. One life saved, one life lost. Something gained, something sacrificed. The churning in my chest is neither gratitude nor the sensation of life. What floods my eyes and throat is childish lamentation. I didn't want her to do this. I told her to stop. I told her not to leave me. But instead, she sacrificed her future for me. I don't have the faith in myself that you seem to, but as long as you're with me, I promise I won't give up. Since we're here, we're lovers now. I know that I know she wouldn't have just given in. But let me just say one thing. I love you 10, no, 100 times more. She would have continued to search for a way to save me till the very end. I knew it all along. Just like I wished for her happiness. She wished only for mine. Regret and despair pour from my chest. I shed tears of gratitude for what we had. For what has yet to come. And what might have been. That would be my final memory of these events. The face of my beloved now far beyond my reach. The moon sank, the stars faded, and I still stared at the heavens. Although I knew the night sky held no hope for rainbows.
よし。それじゃあ、行ってきます。
Okay, we actually have more. It's early spring. On my last night in this country, I announced my departure to CL's empty apartment.
もう出てきたよこいつ。
Who is this guy again?
呼び鈴ぐらい待ってろっつーの。いろいろと決断早いんじゃないの？そんなに行き急いでどうすんのよ、ガキのくせに。
Outside the apartment, I spot, the familiar black luxury car and a pair of bodyguards.
5分前行動はいい習慣だ。安藤の発言は無視するように。
I actually forgot the name of this guy. Yeah, this guy only shows up from time to time only.
準備はできているようだな。今更だが確認しよう。本当にいいのか？取りやめるのならまだ間に合うが。
なんだよその気遣い。ほんと今更ですよ、カリウスくん。こいつがおじけづく玉かっつーの。目つき見ればわかんでしょうよ。ここまで覚悟ガン決まりとか、毎日どんな悪夢見てんだっつー話でしょ。
The silver-haired man is Carius, and the one with the Japanese features is Ando. Both are members of the Holy Church, though they insist they are not executors themselves but simply devout believers. Ando is a detective for the Metropolitan Police, and it appears that Carius is a judge in Italy. I met them a year and a half ago, in the aftermath of that fateful night. They came knocking after I'd taken CL from the school back to her apartment. Armed with a pistol and a police baton respectively, they informed me that they'd come to collect CL. The situation escalated quickly, but their boss settled things down and we'd had an amiable relationship ever since. Wait, how long has it been? I'm confused with the timeline now. What?
その代行者の遺体は俺が預かる。
Wait, let me look at that again. Can we go back? A year and a half ago? Wait, so 1 year has passed?
こいつはトップランクの吸血鬼狩りだったが、同時にとんでもねえ金食い虫だったからな。血の一滴、骨の一本まで教会のものにするに決まってんじゃねえか。
That was nearly enough to make me tear off my glasses.
大体な、俺が引き取らなきゃ埋葬機関に送られる。あそこに送られたらそれこそ両辱地辱のオンパレードだ。腐らないよう安らかに眠れるよう金かけて保存してやる分だけ俺の方がマシって話だよ。
But behind his foul words, I could feel a certain respect for her. I wasn't stupid enough to think that he was trustworthy, but he was my only chance of getting what I wanted, so I put the question to him.
王朝に行きたいだ？なんだそりゃ。てめえまだロアのクソ意識が残ってんのか？
I had no particular attachment to the church. What I did have was a singular goal, and something told me that I needed to work with the church, or rather with him, to accomplish it.
はあ、なるほどね。確かにそりゃ坊ちゃんのご機嫌取るしかねえわ。枢機卿は数いれど非公認で天使の書庫を開けられるのはラウレンティス枢機卿ぐらいですし、死人を生き返らせたいとか、ま、馬鹿げた話だけどいいんじゃない？若いうちはそういう夢見ても。でもさ、オタク間違いなく人生棒に振るぜ。
君は信徒ではない。我々の同志でもない。教会の深部に足を踏み入れる機会は何十年かけても訪れず、その機会に恵まれたとしても死者を蘇らす筆跡はない。 それを承知の上で我々の社会に組みするのか。捨てる必要のない、追われる必要もない豊かな故郷がありながら。
そうですか。高校卒業後はイタリアに留学すると。何を言っても決心は変わらないようですね。では今日限り屋敷から出て行っていただきます。遠野家に貢献する意志のない者にいつまでも居座られても迷惑ですので。
そうなんだ。しきちゃんもいなくなっちゃうんだ。
Okay, why is she here?
ああ、つまんなくなってきたな。私も雲隠れしちゃおっかな。
Can we not deal with her? Yeah, she's bad though.
でもイタリアに行くんでしょ。偶然よね。私の知り合いもそっちにいるのだわ。本当に行き詰まったらここに連絡してみるといいかも。しきちゃんみたいな悩める青少年が大好物っていう博愛主義のモンスターみたいなおばさんがいたりいなかったりするから。
高校はまっとうに卒業する？なんでそんなぬるい。いや、そうだな。それがあいつの望みだった。そりゃ連れとしてきっちり味わっておかねえと、それこそ合わせる顔がない。いいぜ、2年待ってやる。その間は安藤とカリウスに訓練つけてもらえ。日本語だけじゃ話にならねえからな。西欧圏の語学と常識、うちとあっちの知識も教えてやるよ。もちろんロハじゃねえ。かけた金は出世返しってな。向こうに着いたらせいぜい俺のために働いてもらうぜ。
So this is what happens with Shiki, I guess. He becomes a part of the church.
安心しろ。てめえがどれほど落ちぶれようと、仕事と居場所だけは回してやる。俺の見立てじゃ、てめえの体と心が持つのは10年だ。時間はねえぞ。それまでに目的の小指1本分くらいは叶えとけ。俺とてめえがこうして会うのはここだけだ。本国に渡れば二度とは会わねえ。俺の弟を紹介することぐらいはあるかもだが。
With that, CL's boss turned to leave Japan behind.
ところで、昔あんたの兄貴が先輩に助けられたって話、本当なのか？
ああ、そんな一銭にもならねえ嘘を言ってどうすんだよ、アホ。そうでもなけりゃあの女にもてめえにも目をかける理由がねえだろ。ラウレンティスの一族はな、恨みも忘れねえが、恩はもっと忘れねえ。あのクソ兄貴が優先して協力しろ、なんていうぐらいだ。よっぽどすげえ貸しを作ったのさ、あの女は。
だからさ、それ、本当に兄貴の話？
勘が良くて、かつ口が固いのが一流ってな。生き残りたかったら覚えとけ、クソガキ。
んじゃあ車回すぞ。荷物はトランクでよろしく。
Ando turns the keys in the ignition. I put my luggage in the trunk as instructed.
シキ、君との奇妙な縁もこれが最後になる。本来なら関与することではないが、 よければ聞かせてほしい。君の行動原理は自己達成による希望か、それとも彼女を救えなかった贖罪か。
Personal accomplishment? Atonement. Maybe both, but more on the second one. I was under the impression that unlike Ando, Karius tried to avoid getting emotionally involved in his work. I figured he'd only been teaching me over the past year because he'd been ordered to do so. I never imagined he was the slightest bit interested in my life or thoughts. It seems my first impressions were incorrect. He is careful, serious, and earnest on all fronts. But we've also been working together for over a year now. It was impossible not to develop a degree of kinship and care for one another. I feel dumb for not noticing it sooner. Even now, I'm still perpetually supported by others.
贖罪じゃないですよ。やけになってるわけでも死にたいわけでもありません。俺は一度すごい間違いをしてしまった。その間違いを正すことはできません。カリウスさんの言っていた通り、人間を生き返らすことはできない。それはもう絶対のことです。
ではなぜ得るものはないと理解していながら、かつて彼女がいた地獄に踏み入ろうとしている。それは罪滅ぼしではないのか。
When he puts it like that, I can't really offer a retort. A year and a half prior, I selfishly took my own life. I knew that killing myself would kill Roa too. With Roa gone, I figured that CL would be free to live and dream as a human once more. In my naivete, I really believed such hubris was the best course of action. I was wrong. I should have stayed and accepted her help, lived alongside her, no matter how pathetic or horrible of a human I might have become. That's why. That will be the last mistake I ever make. From now on, I will live my own life. I will live a life that I think is right, just like CL wanted for me.
俺は本来ロアに取り憑かれた時点で死ぬ人間でした。そんな俺に先輩は多くのものをくれたんです。
I can't throw away that happiness now. I have to use the chance she gave me to achieve the most I possibly can, to accomplish things that in a normal life I would have never thought possible. After all, the impossible is really just another word for the unprecedented. So I once vowed to myself, gazing up at this night sky,
十分すぎるほどの幸福をもらったんです。だからどんな手を尽くしても必ずこの命を彼女に返す。俺の残りの人生はそのために使うんです。
I don't know what will mean in the end. Honor? Worth? Self-satisfaction? Whatever it is, I have to keep striving for greater heights to show her that the life she saved was worth it.
そうか。賛同できる立場ではないが、君の旅立ちが良いものであることを祈ろう。四季、君は我々が1年の時間を費やしても悔いることのない人間だった。
Coming from Carius, that's the highest possible praise. He opens the passenger side door and takes a seat at the front of the expensive sedan. I doubt I'll hear another word out of him on the way to the airport.
おーい、早く後ろに乗ってくれませんかね。フライトまで2時間ないんですけど。
At Ando's urging, I open the car's rear door and take a seat. I can't help but grin wryly at the sheer comfort of the luxurious seat. No matter how crazy or grand my choice is, it's good to know my sensibilities haven't changed. Despite my unease, I leave Japan behind on a bright note. CL and I spent only a few days together, but the memories we made in Soya will always remain in my heart. That's right, I'm not abandoning anything, I'm not running away. Wherever my path may take me, I have a feeling it'll lead me back here one day. That was something though, yeah. Unexpected? I mean, not really. But from the beginning I was like, yeah, is this real or not? And then it turned out it was just a dream, right? CL, root, normal ending. So this is the first ending. I guess we got another one. The same as Arku Wade's side, right? We get this as well. Yes, obviously.
「失われた命を失われる命で呼び戻して彼女の長い贖罪の夜は明けたのであった」。にゃんてね。シエルルートノーマルエンディングオツなり。悲しいけど教えてシエル先生はこれで最終回。だって本人もういにゃいんだもん。しょうがないじゃん。どんなに待っても夜に虹は出ないんだよ。ああ、いや、現実には稀に見えることもあるけど。太陽光は青色とか赤色とか、それぞれ波長の違う光を含んでいるんだけど、それをプリズムで通してみると屈折率の違いから分散して見えるわけ。虹が七色なのはそういうことにゃんだ。空気中の水滴がプリズム代わりになってるんだにゃ。この現象は日光だけでなく月光でも起きることがあってさ。これをムーンボウって言うんだ。天文台があるような場所ならワンチャンあるけど、シエルの故郷じゃやっぱり見えなかっただろうにゃ。一人で話してるのもにゃんだがね。やっぱここでお開きにすっか。まあピンで続けてもいいんだけど、やっぱ一人だとつまんないし。納得いかない？みんな幸せなハッピーエンドがいい？にゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃにゃ。グッドキャット！そういうことならナビしてやんよ。これとは違う結末。もっと何これどうなってんの？な展開を見たいあなた。
I like how her introduction is, yeah. And now it's like this suddenly.
急いで14日目の運命の選択に戻るんだ。
Hasten ye back to that fateful moment on day 14.
ほら、メガネ君が金髪美少女に究極の選択を迫られるところあるっしょ。
So yeah, some choices in this game, like they don't allow you to choose the other one. Like we had two choices here, right? I couldn't select the other one for some reason. Or rather, I was just clicking the down button, it wouldn't work. So we needed to see this ending first.
あそこで今回とは違う選択を選ぶと良いでしょう。また、ここの選択肢が一つしか選べないのなら、アルクエイドポイントが足りない証拠です。細かいところはちょこちょこあるけど、8日目の夜に素直な気持ちを口にする。9日目の夜に面白い選択をする。この2つを押さえておけば OK と言っても過言ではにゃい。そこから先は前人未到の新ルート。ここまで寝不足なら一旦眠っておき。ではさらばだ、欲張りボーイ&ガール。運命を変えようとする以上、とんでもない戦いが起こるのは必然だけど、なんとか生き延びて、もう一度ユウと私とシエルでこのコーナーを回そうぜ。猫との約束なんだにゃー。
Okay, so yeah, I guess we got the ending, at least the normal ending for CL. It was, I would say, I mean, obviously it's sad, right? Especially the scenes there in the beginning. Oh, you thought it was happy, but in reality, it was actually sad because none of that was real. But I did like how Shiki was, I guess, able to move forward after that. Sure, it ended badly. Arco Wade gone, Seal gone. But yeah, he moved forward. He's with the church now, I guess, working with them. So that's pretty cool. I actually want to learn more of the church. Is there a route like that? Like, oh, I want for the church's side. I want to learn more of that side. So yeah, one of my like biggest routes that I want is learn more of, let's say, Akiha, the Tsono family, all that, and then the church itself. So we'll see. So we'll go on, I guess, and do the other side next time. So we're gonna continue this and do more of Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon, in the next one. So I'll just see you then. Bye bye.